All right, everyone, it is day 23 of the Advent calendar, and it is this cute little cat. I am so excited. I pulled some cardstock from Concord and Ninth. We've got Cobblestone, this light gray, Ballet Slipper, and Honeysuckle. For one of the other cards I was making, I used this, but I kept calling it Sweet Pea, so I wanted to make sure. Okay, so I also brought in this little stencil here, this mini stencil. So I want to utilize this, or at least I think I do, because I think it's the perfect size for this little character. So let me bring in my paper trimmer, and let's trim this down first, and then we will work on the ink blending and our character. I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5. Let's see. I'm not sure. Let me see. That's what I'm thinking. I want to mask off some of it too, so let me peel this back. This is just light, very light tack mint tape from scrapbook.com. Okay. And let me think here. I want let's go ahead and just tape our panel down. I'm thinking about just kind of lining it up like that and then masking the margins. Okay. Never used this stencil before. I've never done it like this either. But let's see. I'm definitely going to have to cover up that circle. But I also want to cover all of this remaining cardstock here because I don't want that to be colored. I want that to be white. And then the last little piece there, that little circle. I'm going to bring in Honeysuckle. I was thinking about Ballet Slipper too, but I think I want to go in really light with this. So let's just get a little on the brush there. I don't know if I've used this color before. It seems quite pigmented. So I'm going to come in really light. Something that I've got to try to remember here. Light hand here. And I like to start over onto the side initially because I feel like my first initial contact with the paper is harsh. So I like to start off on the side. So by the time I kind of work in onto my panel, onto the paper, it's a little softer, if that makes sense. So let's reveal our stencil and hope that this little window here will look good. Okay, that's cute. It's kind of darker than I wanted. But I'm going to leave all this tape over on the side because if I want to redo it, I can. So I'm going to move this over to the side as well, and let's bring in our colors. So I have an orange kitty, and I really wanted to cut out an orange kitty, but just wasn't going to look like him, so I decided to go with a gray. And then we'll do the heart in this. And yeah, let's do the heart in that. And then this piece can be the little bands around the cat. Okay, let's cut that out and see what we think about these colors together. So cute. So we've got this little piece here, and I'm not sure what that is for. Our little tie. Okay. So cute. And I brought in this from the Advent calendar as well. This is day 15. What I've got here, so I've got the banners pulled from day 4 and the embossing folder from day 15. I was thinking about possibly embossing the heart, but I'm just not sure on how this is going to work. So what I'm thinking is embossing it this way with the heart like this, because the heart's going to be facing up. So I just am trying to make sure we've got a little bit of, I was trying to do the X's and O's, but it kind of looks weird. So let's just kind of, I don't know, we'll see. If it doesn't, it just shifted. If it doesn't look good, well, then we'll just cut out another heart. And I've never embossed with this little die cutting machine. Oh, that was perfect. I wasn't sure about the pressure. Look at that. That's neat. I really like how that looks. So what I want to do, let's go ahead and cut the heart out one more time in this. Maybe we can layer them. And if I don't like these two colors, or let's see. Let's cut it out in Ballet Slipper instead to bring that color back in. And like I said, I still do not know what this is to. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. So how our little kitty is going to work is, I'm so glad I pulled that, this gray. Okay. Looking at my image as a reference, and I think this one here is actually what connects the balloon. Does that work? I think it's maybe fits right on top. Is that how it goes? Looking at the picture, it looks like that piece is actually on top and not underneath. But I don't know. So let me grab my tweezers and let's glue down the belt. Just going to use a little bit of liquid glue here and just press a little bit out and then spread it with my precision tip. Okay. And okay. Well, I've added glue to the little loops that didn't need glue, but that's okay. It'll dry. And then what I'm thinking for these is kind of maybe doing it like that. And then let's see. I think it goes just like that. So I want to add a little glue to the back of that lighter pink, and then let's layer these two hearts. Oh, I'm so glad that I did that, you guys. Okay, just a little bit of glue, little piece of paper towel, blotted a little too much off. Let's see. Okay. Now, line this up and I'm going to press that down. Okay, perfect. And it is attached. So we've got our little heart balloons, and then we did a two-tone there, layering with a little embossing. Stinking cute, you guys. And then something like that. So let's add a little glue. And you know, I'm thinking now that I'm turning this cat around, I think I want to put some black cardstock on the back of this because it's got those cutouts. I think black or maybe a darker gray would be a good color for the eyes and the nose. So I've got some scraps here. And let's cut it down a bit. So it's a funky shape, but nevertheless, it's getting this covered more or less. Okay, so I'm gonna secure it right there with tape. Let's cut this in half. Tape is sometimes your best friend when you're working with these little critters. All right, so for the extra tape there, I'm gonna bring in my blade and the tail. And I'm just pressing my character down on my glass mat while I can cut this extra tape away. Okay. I folded some of the tape back just a bit, but that is the cute little cat. And then I don't want to lose that little piece even though I don't know what it's to. I thought it was to the balloon, but that just doesn't make any sense. Why it would be there. Let's bring this back in. Got our character and our little balloon. Definitely too much color, but I really like the cat. So what we may do, we could bring in the stencil again, do a little more ink blending, maybe choose a different color, go lighter, or we could bring this in again and maybe do some embossing in the background just to kind of tie this back in. And I could do it horizontally, like maybe right there behind the cat, just for more visual interest and texture. But let's think about the sentiments as well. So this, what does this say? Hello, friend, and happy birthday. Thanks so much. Maybe we'll do this, we'll turn this into a birthday card because it has a balloon. What do we think? I am kind of contemplating on what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to run this through my Spellbinders real quick. I'm going to line it up about 3/4 of the way down, make sure it's straight. I'm going to run this through my Spellbinders real quick. All right, so I went to emboss it and it's a horrible job, but what happened, it's got the imprint on it too. So I don't like that. And then this was too busy. So I'm going to toss that. And what I am thinking is I've got a couple other embossing folders that I could use. So I'm thinking about pulling that, but I want to figure out this banner, and I can bring back in this color. And I'm wondering, I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy, but I think, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to bring in some glitter? Some glitter cardstock. We've got the silver. That would be really nice on top of that gray. I don't know. Well, if you don't know, cut it out and see. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull some glitter cardstock and cut that out, play with the pinks as well, and then we will go from there. So I'm going to zoom in for you guys real quick because I want to show you something. I'm cutting out this banner in both pinks and then the silver. And now for the sentiment, now that I have this cut out, because I couldn't get them, well, now they're lined up. A minute ago, I just could not get them lined up. So that's essentially how you would cut it. Place them together and then run it through. But since it was not lining up for me, I'm going to line it up like this. Grab some washi tape here. Let's bring in our cutting plate and tape it down so it is secure. Okay. And now it's going to cut out very, very slightly cut out those, the happy birthday. So cute. So happy birthday. How nice is that? So let's bring these in. And I was thinking about layering this, honestly. Why not? Something like that. So I'm thinking about having my card base be in the honeysuckle, which is something I rarely do. So bringing in some more color there. Let me back out or zoom out. Okay. And I embossed the panel. I still need to trim this back down, but it's hearts. How pretty. And I was also thinking, let me show you. I have this one too, and I have bubbles. So this is from day one. If you didn't catch it, I will try to remember to link it down below for you, but it's got those little hand-drawn little scallops that kind of remind me of a cloud. I was going to use this, but since I've already used this with the advent calendar, I brought in the hearts. But really, if you had any other kind of cloud scape, that would be fitting because it's, you know, he's on a little balloon. So let me trim this down to 3 1/4 by 5 and see how that looks. I think I said 3 1/4. I meant 3 3/4 by 5. So that's a nice margin there. But I kind of just want to cut off the top of those hearts. The very, very top. I don't like how that visually looks. So I think I want to trim off just a bit more. So now it's, instead of 5, it's 4 7/8. I think that that looks a little better there visually with those hearts. Okay. Oh my goodness, so cute. And then our happy birthday banner. Something like, let me grab my tweezers to keep these together. And we can have it down at the bottom, because if we have it moved up so it's interacting with the cat, it looks cute. And I like how the tail's poking out. I think I like that more than just having it down here. It's more intentional here and it's interacting. I think the interaction there is what ties it all in together, honestly. Okay, so bring in some foam tape. And what I really dislike is uneven ends like that. So start fresh. And let's just add maybe probably 4 strips, 2 on the ends, and then I'll fill in the middle. Because this is 5 millimeters thick, you do have to add a little more foam tape because it has more of a chance to kind of divot where there isn't foam tape. And a lot of the times, because of that, I use 110-pound cardstock for my panel and my card base instead of 80. But, you know, this is still 110. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that I was using 110 because I embossed it as well. It's totally not going to make or break your card. It's just personal preference. And I travel full-time. I live tiny. If you're joining for the first time, I live in a toy hall or fifth wheel. So anything that I gift is typically mailed as well. So, you know, thicker cardstock, it's more, it's less likely to get bent and damaged in the mail if it's thicker cardstock. It's just my way of thinking. Okay. Let me tell you, my desk is a mess. My mom called mid-craft and asked me to make a Christmas gift, or if I had any ideas. I've never said this out loud, but I guess I will. I have a degree in graphic design. I have one bachelor's degree in business administration, and then I have a second bachelor's degree in graphic design and media arts. So it was something along those lines, but I ended up doing a wood burning craft for her, for a family member, and I had to stop what I was doing basically and complete that craft, start from finish, from start to finish, and then I came back to this. Okay, is it too much pink? Is it too pinky? Because this is not permanent yet. All right, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So I'm going to add a little liquid glue on this banner here. If I can get it to come out. Grab my pen. Okay. Well, I guess the point of my story, I kind of got lost. My area is a mess. Such a mess right now. Okay, just all over, kind of going in and around those little cutouts. Okay. So we've got the two pinks, and now let's add the silver. And I'm going to add glue to the back of this, and then I'll add the silver to this. And maybe something like that. Okay, yeah. So all three colors are kind of poking through. Move that down a bit. I want that silver to be popping out at the bottom, just a smidge. So it's got the silver there and then the silver there. Okay. Now I want to raise up my character as well. This is from Dollar Tree. Came in the 3-pack of like 3 different sizes. I've got this little thin piece here. We'll just kind of try to prop up as much as we can here. Okay, I think I've got enough little, oh goodness, enough little stickies there. I wish I had more to stabilize his tail, but I can only cut this foam tape so small and still be able to kind of maneuver and position it. So I'm just going to remove all these backers real quick. All right, last piece here. And let's use our tweezers. Make sure everything is straight. Okay. And then this is working out because I bent the tail, so this is going to cover up that detail of the paper. Man, my stomach is growling. I'm hungry. Okay. Oh, should I lift this up? I have to because I lifted up the cat. Crud. Okay, place this right on top of that glue. Okay, trim off. And remove that. And get that placed down. Oh my goodness. And I know I'm going to add some embellishments, and I'm thinking a simple dewdrop. Let's pour some of these out so I can maneuver them better. I've got this little small ones down at the bottom. Okay, and let's see. This is my first year to ever have an advent calendar of any sort, and this is just, it's a little bit challenging, or if you let it can be, but it's really neat to open up all of those, all the days, and just kind of create. It's all a surprise, which I love surprises. So I've been really enjoying it. I'm definitely going to get one next year. I'll just do it a little different for the content. I moved this year suddenly, so I'm kind of going all over the place in regards to what my advent calendar and how I am creating with it. But next year, maybe I'll be able to have a better schedule. So it's kind of like, well, maybe I need to add a duo up at the top. I don't know. Just make these permanent. And then let's see if we've got one. Okay. And then a duo. So we got a little duo, a little trio, and one down here on the other side of the banner. All right, so this is the finished card. Did a couple of different things on this one. The card base is color, which is not my norm, so changing it up there. We've got 2 different embossing folders. We utilized, 3 different days of the advent calendar. The cat, this embossing folder for the heart, and the banner sentiments. This is such a cute card. I love it that I made it a happy birthday. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. I am loving this year's advent calendar, like I said. And yeah, I can't wait to create another card or craft for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, I appreciate you watching so much. Have a great day, everyone. Happy holidays. Bye.